Hi everyone, it's Don. Well, you all know I am on an Alaskan cruise. I'm on the Royal Princess, and it was a 7-day northbound cruise out of Vancouver to Whittier, and then a 7-day southbound cruise from Whittier back to Vancouver. Well, we're on our second last day here, and there's been a big change on the ship, and it is COVID related. So on my first week, I noticed there was hardly anybody wearing a mask. And if you remember Alaska, you're supposed to wear a mask on these cruise ships. It's part of the procedures and it's part of the protocols that they're staying. Now, really, the only place people were wearing masks was getting on and off the ship. So if you're heading out on a shore excursion, people put their mask on to go out through security. As soon as they get outside, they took it off. People did it to get back on the ship. They took it off as soon as they got in the ship. I'd say about 20% were wearing masks. The rest were just not doing it anywhere. In the theaters, any place like that. In the theater, I did notice that they had the front row was blocked off. You could not sit in the front row. I'm a front row guy. I want to sit in the front row. Couldn't sit there, had to sit in the second row. Okay, not a big inconvenience, just annoying, but not a big inconvenience. And then everywhere we went, they were saying, this is a sip and cover venue, folks. This is a sip and cover venue. So if you go into Princess Live, you're supposed to wear your mask, and if you're going to take a sip of your drink, you pull your mask down, you sip your drink, you put it there, and you take it. Nobody was doing that. Everyone just took their mask off, held their drink, and that was there. And people were walking around with cans of pop or bottles of water, just walking around the cruise ship because I got a drink. I don't have to put my mask on. And that was the mentality of the first week of the cruise. And then we left Whittier. Now, something changed along those lines, and the cases on this ship have started to skyrocket. I know 6 couples personally that I have met on this cruise, and they are now in quarantine in their cabins. I'm not. And I have tested myself, by the way. I brought my tests with me, and I do test myself because I'm cruising again in a few weeks after I leave this ship, so I want to make sure there's no complications. So I am testing myself. I'm still negative. I'm not a close contact. When I say I met somebody, they stopped me in the hall, said hi, and then they called me on my phone to let me know, hey, guess what? I caught COVID. So they just wanted me to know. No names or anything like that here for sure. But I've also seen a change in the mentality on the ship as far as both the crew, the protocols, and the people on board. On day 4 of our return trip, day 3 of our return trip, the captain actually made an announcement after everybody was on board saying that masks are mandatory on this cruise ship and that there is a large rise in cases since leaving Whittier. And after that, I'd say about 50% of the people I saw from that moment on were wearing their masks. That was day 3. On day 4, I saw them no longer saying that, hey, guys, sip and cover. We recommend wearing masks in Princess Live and that. It was now, masks are mandatory, everybody, in Princess Live. To the point last night in day 5, that Princess Live, I'd say about, out of the whole theater, I saw maybe 8 people who weren't wearing their masks. Everybody else was wearing their masks. Because I think it's gone around the ship that people know, hey, a lot of people are now being quarantined and they don't want to take a chance and end up being quarantined on this cruise. It's gone from, whatever, to, oh my God, maybe we should wear a mask. And oh my God, maybe we should take precautions. And also the crew are enforcing it more. They're putting signs up at the bar saying this is a sip and cover venue. You can't just sit there with no mask at the bar. The theater yesterday, when I went to see the Broadway show, Sweet Soul Music, well, not the front row was still blocked. But guess what? Now the second row was also blocked away from the dancers and the singers. You can no longer sit in row 1 or 2. And I'm noticing those kinds of the signs from the TVs all around the ship have now said, you should just say, take precautions, etc. And now they're saying, social distance on the ship. Wear your mask everywhere you go. They're much more forceful than the first week when I get on the ship. So that's what's happening on the Royal Princess this week. COVID cases are way on the rise. Now it's pretty surprising, right? How people didn't care and didn't want to follow protocols. But then when they found out that cases were on the rise, suddenly they are all wearing the mask now. And suddenly they're all following the rules now. It's funny how the bad situation makes you follow the rules. I'm just saying, if they say to wear a mask, I'm wearing the mask. It's the rule, it's the rule. I don't want to wear a mask. I've stated that 1 billion times. I don't want to wear a mask. If they were still telling me on this ship, you don't have to wear a mask, I would not be wearing a mask. But I find it funny that I feel I don't have to wear a mask until such a time when, oh my God, I better wear a mask. It's funny how your situation changes, right? So yeah, that's what's happening right now. Tomorrow we're getting off the ship. I'm getting ready to start packing. I have a few things I picked up. A lot of the things I was supposed to buy for my niece, they didn't have anymore. They were sold out and couldn't get them. Out of luck till next time we come to Alaska, I guess, which is every year, so it's not a big deal. But I have had a great cruise. I got to spend some time with my friend Natalie, the cruise director Natalie. You can follow her on Instagram. It's under Cruise Director Nat. But yeah, we've been having a really good cruise. I'll put up a lot more videos about the cruise and wait till you see some of the shore excursions I've been on. I think I put one up, but I was just on one yesterday that probably is one of the top ones I've ever been on. So stay tuned for that. I'll show you that one. When I can edit properly and I have an internet that doesn't take 30 hours to upload a video. It's still taking me 30 hours to upload a video. We're on my last day. I'm 1 day away from Vancouver. It's not like we're in deep Alaska. We're less than 12 hours away from Vancouver. I should not be taking 30 hours to upload a video still, but I am. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. Don't worry, I'm still COVID-free. At least that's what my last 2 tests have said. Fingers crossed, because I have another cruise coming up on the Oasis of the Seas later on this month, and I can't wait to get on that ship visiting New Jersey. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world and New York and New Jersey next. Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And I guess wear a mask if you're on this ship.